Holmes.
Yeah, so here I am. I'm back. I paused the game here at the very beginning. After a few days, I decided to go with another single player game that I'll stream occasionally. During the day, mostly from like 12 CET, Central European Time, to like 2 Central European Time. That's +1 time zone, +1 GMT. So yeah, the game I decided to go for is obviously Sherlock Holmes: Crimes and Punishments. Yeah, by Frogwares. I already played another Sherlock Holmes games a few years ago, I think. I forgot what it was called, but it was about Jack the Ripper, and it was pretty good. So I'm hoping this will be more interesting to watch than just Final Fantasy XIV online constantly. Well, I think MMOs are pretty boring to watch, especially for people who don't play them normally. And this is something that has a narrative and, well, mysteries, and I don't know. I hope it's a good game, so we're gonna check it out. I'm playing on PC, obviously, and I'm gonna be using the mouse and keyboard setup. Although you can play this game with a gamepad if you want. One other thing, I'm gonna be playing from the first-person perspective mostly, even though you can play from the third person. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's see what's happening. This is the very beginning. I only started the game to test out the volume, and that's basically it. This is the very beginning. Oh, just to bring you up to speed, Holmes just started shooting at me, and I ducked down behind the table. So there he is. He's reloading the gun.
Holmes, will you stop that?
So I guess while he's reloading,
You are utterly
I'm
mad.
supposed to avoid him. Okay, now.
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Medi Men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Tab, inspect Woodman's Lee. Tasks. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey, so that's the sailor. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman Lee, that's where I'm supposed to go. Select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. Okay, so that's my quest. Oh, so this is how I move around. This is his little biography, I guess, profile of the victim. Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, born in 1845 and so 50 years old. So the year currently is 1895. He achieved great success in whale hunting in Scandinavia, retired in 1884, eventually moving to Woodman's Lee. Okay, so these are the other tabs. Character portraits. Well, I guess I'm gonna fill this up as I go along. So my first priority is to select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at the area. But I'm okay. How do I switch to first person? It's not here. Switch to first person view. R. Okay. No. Resume. Oh, there we go. Huh. Hubba hubba. God, what has he been watching? That old pervert. Here's Watson. Good old Watson.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
This is a punching bag. She's cleaning up the mess I made.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Yep. What's a mess? Door to Watson's room. Oh, I don't care about Watson's room. I need my room. What's this? Research.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Okay, so I guess all this will come into play later. This is gonna be my base. This lovely room. Looks really great. Look at it. It's really awesome looking. This is my room, obviously. Oh, so I'm supposed to pick an outfit. Morning gown, nope. Sailor outfit, nope. Unbuttoned suit, nope. Casual suits, yep, okay, I'll take that. What else is there? Black suit, brown suit, green suits, suits. Wow, that's a lot of suits. Light suit, bandit outfit, farmer outfit, morning gown. Okay, so what did I said casual suit, yeah. B to makeup table. Makeup. Hair and hat. I don't think this is that important. But I am gonna pick this Sherlock Holmes hat. Glasses, facial hair, wow, whatever. Escape. Okay, that's that. Some makeup options for the costume we have currently equipped are not available at the moment and will be reset to the default. Please solve this crime case to unlock more disguise. Oh, so I can't wear everything from the beginning. What am I wearing? Oh, just a suit. Okay, so now I can get out of here and go to the Woodman's Lee or whatever that place is to meet up with Lestrade. But that was a little bit confusing.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Yeah, so that's Woodman's Lee. I guess I'm supposed to go to see him.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, just one thing. I'm gonna disable the mouse pointer. I don't want it to... Oh, that would mean I would have to restart the stream. Well, I guess it's fine. I won't disable it. So, when was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock. I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... Oh dear.
Did anything unusual happen
Madam,
that night?
can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream, but I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
He would scream all the time when he was drunk. Okay, so I guess the murder took place at 2 AM. Did he have visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Tell me about the evening before the murder.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
So he got drunk and somebody at 2 AM came. He screamed at 2 AM, I guess. It doesn't mean that he was killed at 2 AM. What? A backward. What's this? Is something. Oh, so I can inspect her. This is cameo. This is a little cross. Catholic rosary, right. Oh, this is a crested tit. But that's just hilarious. Gardening glass? All of this looks like a birdhouse. Character portrait complete. Everything will become easier.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
How does he know about that? Choose the evidence that confronts the statements of a character in order to continue the investigation. Well, this isn't completely clear. Pilgrimage. What pilgrimage? Profile of the victim. Well, I guess I didn't check out the victim yet, so I guess it's this.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Well, that is pretty extraordinary. What's this? Oh, so I have her profile now. Maybe I should have checked her profile before answering that question. Anyway, Judith Carey is a woman with an uneasy life due to her unhappy marriage with Peter. And as we know, Peter likes to get drunk and then scream. She's a very religious Christian Catholic woman who undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage when she was young. Judith is from the country, somewhere near the ancient pine woods of Inverness and Strathspey in Scotland, where the crested tit bird can be found. Crested tit. Okay. She is religious and undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when she was a young woman. So I guess I should have checked this out before answering that question. Okay, that's noted now. Or maybe I unlocked this when I answered the question. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But there's more. No, then that's it. So,
Mr. Holmes?
hey man. Holmes is like really perceptive. He's like elementary, my dear player. This is what happened.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
It's a cabbage patch here. This looks like some lettuce.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Okay. Oh, here's the inspector.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Hey, let's check out the body.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello.
Hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
T. Concentrate your attention on finding details that others are inclined to overlook. Somebody tried to force the door lock. Scratches.
These scratches are fresh.
This I have like detective vision.
You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Somebody tried to come here last night. As they say, the murderer always comes back to the scene of the crime.
What a terrible way to die.
Yep, he was impaled by a spear or something, or a harpoon or something. There's a knife here. Oh, it was harpoon. So I can check out. I can use this detective vision, my detective vision, to check out details that other normal human beings, normal mortals, could have missed. Suspiciously empty place.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
What's this?
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Well, good thing it's the tooth and not something else. So, I guess that's it. This is the area.
Dundee.
Dundee.
Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
So that's where he was hunting whales, up in Hammerfest, north of Norway. Oh, I can open this. Let's check this rack.
Harpoons for hunting whales. Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting. Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
So the boots are size 8. That might come in handy later, so I'll try to remember it. Maybe I should write it down. Or maybe... Oh, no need. Yeah, they're here. Everything's here. The clues are all in my book, so I won't need to write anything down. That was something I used to do when I played games on MS-DOS, old adventure games, which were far less user-friendly.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Table Sea Unicorn.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out next. And I just wanted to say I really like Holmes's voice. He's got a really pleasant voice. The voice acting is I like it.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
So he looks quite dead.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
Yeah, so it must have been somebody who either knew what he was doing or somebody really strong.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Alright. What's in this notebook?
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. JHN.
Can I open it, maybe? It's got blood on it.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Oh.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
So this is the blade.
This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Oh, so he tried to defend himself. B. What's B? Find a pair of related clues and they will form a deduction. Red color signifies an unachievable clue combination. Okay, so this is something similar, this is something similar to the Jack the Ripper Sherlock Holmes game that I played. So, a leather notebook. Maybe I can... Oh. Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming your deductions from the combination of clues. Track down to... Shit. What's this? Task. Make an ambush. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated. Okay.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Tab. Organize an ambush. Completed. Oh, okay. Organize an ambush with Lestrade. The mysterious intruder might return tonight to finish what he has planned. And I have something here. So boots, outline in the dust. Small chest. Okay. The garden and the fields are well kept. A capable gardener works here. Okay. So this is. Oh, this is character portraits. Oh, I didn't check this place out. Table.
Rum. A sailor's drink.
So this guy was getting drunk on rum, obviously.
Someone drank from this glass recently. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
And there are 2 glasses, so maybe he was sharing a drink with whoever killed him.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
PC stands for Peter Carey, so that's his tobacco. Well,
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
rotate and move the elements to form a clear picture of aromatic associations. Oh, so this kind of looks like a boat. There we go. There it is. It's like a little boat. How do I... So this is the lines, the line. Okay, so I'm supposed to draw up a little boat. There we go. Smoking pipe move. Oh, so it goes here. Tobacco leaf move. There we go. There it is. It's a boat. No, I don't want to skip it. I want to solve it. Come on, give it to me. Okay, so this is... There we go.
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
So that, I guess, this is... I check all this place. Checked out this place completely. There was a box here. He was wailing here. What's this gold thing? Doesn't matter. Okay, so this guy, I have to talk to him eventually. But I kind of want to talk to her to see who does the garden. Maybe the gardener is the murderer. Let's see what she has to say. Well, generally, just one thing I know from actual police work, generally in about 90% of the cases, the murderer turns out to be someone who's acquainted with the victim, someone close to him. It's very rare that somebody who doesn't know him kills him.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Is there a gardener?
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Peter's private papers.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
Oh, so I guess the cabin. That's what's missing. His private papers. Okay, I'm gonna go try to talk to Lestrade. This place looks really nice. He's looking for clues there.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
Elementary, my
I
dear.
think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
We're supposed to form an ambush. Okay, let's
We
go.
need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Oh, so I'm supposed to go behind the cabin. There we go. Here it is. Here it is. Hiding
This
place.
looks like the perfect hiding place.
Or some evidence requires additional. Oh shit. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Shh! Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there!
Freeze!
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? Then what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
I don't know why. Oh, right, so I'm supposed to go to Scotland Yard to question this little guy, this kid. Find a use. Peter Carey's boots. They appear to be size 8. So I have yet to find use for this. I didn't solve this. Okay, so let's get to wherever we're supposed to go. Oh yeah, Scotland Yard. Then just interrogate suspect at Scotland Yard, examine belongings of John Hopley Nelligan in the evidence room at Scotland Yard. Okay,
Mr. Holmes?
that's Scotland Yard. And once again it looks awesome. Hello. Wanted. John A. Woodward. Jonathan Fenton. Staff room. Examine belongings in the evidence room. Staff room. Inspector Lestrade, so he's there. Morgue. Evidence room. There it is. Nelligan's. Okay. Sorry about that.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Oh, so it's his notebook.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
This is a pocket
A
knife?
pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Okay, so I guess he was using that knife trying to get in to retrieve his little notebook. Abbreviations, evidence required.
These abbreviations mean something. But what?
Ring. But there's something inside it. From R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883. Maybe this kid was sailing with him.
To my friend?
Okay, so
From R. Dawson.
okay, so I'm supposed to.
And partner, 1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Okay, so that's something I should check out. And
A
this is
handkerchief with the initials JHN.
okay, so there's something I'm supposed to do here. And this is dialogue search archives. A heavy gold ring with the inscription from R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883. A sharp knife was found on the floor near the body of Black Peter. The blade shows no signs of use. And these are the books. So there's something else I have to do here. I'm not sure if these little symbols are giving me like clues. Like this one will be solved through dialogue, this one will be solved through dialogue and search archive. I'm not certain. I'm not certain. So, investigate the murder, inspect the crime scene, interrogate suspect at Scotland Yard. What was the hotkey? What was the hotkey? Open deduction space. Yeah, that's what I want. So B. Oh, I can't do it yet. It's blocked. Okay, so I'm supposed to just go and question this kid. Staff room. Morgue, no. Maybe he's here in the cell. Nope, that's not it. Oh, there we go. This is interrogation room. Oh god, so sorry. Hello. Tell me what's in the notebook.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh no, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
You used this knife to kill him.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Quick time. Browse evidence. So, a heavy gold ring with inscription from R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883. So, Dawson gave this to the kid, I guess. Engraving.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Okay, so it's good that Sherlock Holmes answers all these questions. Let's check him out a bit. Shabby cap. Patch. Expensive fabric. Elaborate buttons. This guy is like... he doesn't seem rich to me. It looks... oh god, look at his hands. Short sleeves, so there's no way this is his coat. Sleeves are too short. Cals. Yeah, he's got working man's hand, and he's got a really like expensive coat on. Scars. He's oh, thin neck. So who's the ring's owner?
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Liar. You're lying. The engraving says you're lying. Nope. Select the correct answer.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
So if I fuck up, I can just what I think is that this guy, his father, is the gardener, and he could have his jacket on, I guess.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go! I'm innocent!
Okay, so now I can access the deduction tree. Peter Carey has given up smoking a long time ago, but he might still have kept the pouch. Although his wife had not seen it before, she was forbidden to set foot inside the cabin. I wouldn't be surprised if he went to the cabin to smoke without the bitch seeing him. Okay, so find a pair of related clues and they will form a deduction. Red color signifies a non-achievable clue combination. So, pin to the wall, breaking attempts, swift actions. The murderer acted quickly and instinctively. Missing tin box. A notebook with a signature was dropped in it belongs to Nelligan. No gardener. So what does it say? I need to form a deduction from this. So no gardener? Nope. Oh, I can just try all and see if it works or not. Okay, so this is swift actions into the wall. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. I doubt that anybody unskilled could do that. There we go.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
He's gonna get Watson to... he's gonna get Watson to help him. Okay, let me just try talking to Lestrade.
Locked.
Oh, I guess I can't. Watson will be glad to help with preparations for a harpoon throwing experiment, so I'm supposed to go back to Baker Street. Oh, I can open deductions again. So this and the missing tin box. No. Oh. This is kind of weird because I am not really, obviously I'm just clicking randomly until something pops up. It doesn't require me to like actually think about it. I'm just clicking stuff together. Retrieving the notebook. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Yeah, that's for sure. There's a task here. Oh, I got a new profile. Portrait. Mulligan is approximately 19 years old. He was raised in wealth, but after the desertion of his father 10 years ago, he and his family fell into poverty. He worked to earn money by cleaning fish. Despite undertaking such manual work for a considerable time, Mulligan remains physically weak. So I guess he was too weak to throw the harpoon and hit the guy, kill the guy. Oh look, a dog. I wanna do more. Peter Carey, a non-smoker. Okay, so that's... I'm just gonna... This doesn't correlate with anything. Let's see. No gardener. This doesn't correlate with anything. This doesn't correlate with anything. This. Okay, so that's that. I should get more clues before I can use more deductions. Now my task is to experiment and see if a man has to be strong, and I think he does, to pin a guy to the... Oh, a map.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Okay, let's talk to Watson.
A spot of whaling, Watson? Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Oh, hey doggy. Toby.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Look at him. Oh, let me check out. Oh god, she's still there. Ugh. I'm supposed to go see the butcher.
I need to take a harpoon with me.
Oh, so I'm going back to Woodman's Leap. So I'm basically waiting for the loading to finish. It's, I really want to confront this old lady about the gardener and find out more. So I'm gonna do that.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
You know. You know. Let's grab the harpoon.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Key. Why did it pop up? I wonder why it popped up here. Oh! There's something. Stone pathway. Come on. Let's try. Land around stone pathway. Okay, so these are footprints. Footprints. Carries boot. Oh, it doesn't match.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
So whoever it was, whoever it was had bigger. Inspect would must be completed. Okay, so I missed that clue, I guess. Let me try talking to her again. Maybe she has new conversation options now.
Who could do such
Nope.
a thing?
She's just
My poor husband.
mourning. A sad, weeping widow. Let's go see the butcher. So this is the butcher's place. It looks fucking disgusting.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Oh, that's no problem. Hold breath. Oh god. Come on.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
God, that was a horrible shot. Let's try like this.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through.
There we go. Just hit it. Oh, so I guess if you exit this part now, your progress will not be saved. So I guess I have to hit it. Come, oh, that was it. Pierced.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. kinda. So, if I'm not mistaken, I need to use deduction skills. Strength requirement and pin to the wall, definitely. Let's see. Some of the facts may be interpreted differently. Sorry? Oh god, I didn't have time to read it. Feat of strength. It requires a much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. Two men in cooperation might achieve the same result. Lucky throw. There is a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin Peter Carey to the wall with a harpoon. Well, I would say that it's like a feat of strength, more than a lucky throw. Okay, so I'm gonna try to deduct that. That's half. I think it's a feat of strength. Breaking attempts, no gardener, missing thing. Okay, so this is. Okay, so I came up with this deduction. Elementary, my dear Watson. My next move is to investigate. John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role in all that? Okay, so I want to search archives. A heavy gold ring. Okay, so the archives are back in my place. I'm going back there. I'm gonna search my archives to see if there's something. Oh, that's that ring. And this is the loading screen, in case anyone's wondering. Here. Search for Dawson. Yeah. Chemistry, poisons and toxin, wound and criminalistics. Oh my god. Erotifus, Asclepius, martial arts, nope. Criminalistics, nope, I don't think so. Gunshot wounds, poisons, and I don't think so. Research, newspapers, alright. Encyclopedias, oh, I see. So he has real, those are, he wasn't kidding when he said he had archives. So this is his internet. This is Holmes' Google. 1883, Fenian condemned for murder. Dawson and Nelligan are bankrupt. Alright. So Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan missing. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been signed for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. The liquidation of company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht, preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his creditors.
Here it is.
There it is.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
So I have my theory what happened here, but I'm just gonna let the game play it out. Look at Watson, enjoying his newspapers.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Yep, that's true. Okay, so let's go talk to Scotland Yard. Maybe I have new deductions. Let's see. Nope, no new deductions. Look at these bumps. Look at this bump. Sorry.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Tab, examine the ship's logs. Okay, so I'm going back to the place. To Woodmansley. Let's see if there's any connection between the logs and Nelligan. Oh, there's nothing.
"1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Okay, so I'm trying to find out any last names that seem familiar.
Log notes for July. Nothing special.
Oh, strong winds.
Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Yep, they sure have.
Log notes for
What's this? Canadian Pacific
Canadian
Railway.
Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Oh wow. Task for Wiggins. Who's Wiggins? The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for 1883. The book has a list of sailors at the beginning. The pages for August 1883 have been torn out. A piece of a stock exchange certificate belonging to the Canadian Pacific Railway. It was found inside the Sea Unicorn ship's logs for August 1883, where the pages have been torn out. So I have a new quest. Wiggins might help to find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. He should be somewhere at Baker Street. I have no idea who Wiggins is, but I am gonna go back to Baker Street. Oh, he's gone. He's in the morgue now, I guess. Okay, so let's go back to Baker Street.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
So I have to call the guy. Call Wiggins. But he's a street urchin.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Alright. My street urchin minions will find the sailors.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Holmes doesn't seem impressed. I'm going to the evidence room. Did I examine this?
These are the suspect's belongings.
Oh, right. I think.
I wonder if these are connected.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. CPR. There it is. CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Alright, and I have new deduction. Missing papers and a missing tin box. Let's see. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside a stolen tin box. Okay, so whoever stole the box. Oh. Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Let me just examine his stuff now. There, his boots. So his boots are probably much larger. Oh, sorry about that.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Boots.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
They're huge. Stained leather.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
Okay.
A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Oh, that's it, I guess. Let me just check. Interrogate the suspect, alright? It's almost completely covered almost completely in ink stains, the stained letter. This I know what I'm gonna do with this. And this bond certificate, I've yet to unravel. Okay, so I'm going to go interrogate the guy. Is that him? Yeah, that's him.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Let's check him out. This is a bit pixel hunting. The pixel hunting part of the game. Oh, there's something. Handkerchief with crested tit. Crested tit. We meet again. Oh, what's this? Plant remains. So this, the pieces are all falling into place. I'm fairly certain I know what happened here. Gardener's hands, yeah. So, as I said, it was somebody who knew him. And this guy obviously knows him. Well, that's it, I guess. Or not. There's more, I guess. It seems there's more. I don't have proof to connect that proof anything. Oh, what's this? Old scar.
That's all for now.
I don't have anything that proves that he was the gardener for them. William Hartley is the tough one. Why is he trying to hide? Let me just go. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to compare the footprints, and this will prove that he was there. Alright.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
There we go. So now, Hurtle's no gardener. Why was she lying? Liam's Hurtley's boots match the footprints at Woodman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was their gardener. Yeah. It's like everything's falling into place. Everything's falling into place. Breaking attempts, papers. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. It explains his presence at the scene of the murder. I think it's this. Papers. So yeah. Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. John Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of the murderer, either by physical or psychological description. So I'm not certain about this. John Nelligan is the guy. I think it's this one. That doesn't correlate, I think. Peter Carey, a non-smoker. I want to talk to his wife again and see why was she lying about the gardener. Well, I know why she was lying about the gardener, but I just want to see what she has to say for herself. Who's Liam Hurley?
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
She's lying.
Thank you, madam.
Why is she
Who
lying?
could do such a thing? My poor husband.
She's a lying bitch. Okay, so Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan. Yeah. Nelligan is a victim of circumstance, that's for sure. He's a victim of circumstance. And what else do I have here? Peter Carey, a non-smoker. This is the last clue I have. Okay, so that's that. Let me just check when does the non-certificate, Hurley's boot match, stained letter. It's covered almost completely in ink stains. How can I discover? Clear it. Hurtley is a stranger who was arrested by the police as a suspicious individual seen prowling around at night near Woodman's Lee. He's a former soldier who left the military with an honorable discharge after having been wounded in the neck by shrapnel. Now he lives a quiet life working as a gardener. Alright. I'm gonna go back to Scotland Yard.
Please.
What were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Liar. Liar. Your boots match.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Why were you at Woodman's Lee?
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
God, this guy is so annoying. Yeah, gardener. You were the
Because
gardener.
you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
Crested tit.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now.
You're a liar. That's John Nelligan.
Please.
Let me just try to talk to everyone. And why break in, man?
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Yeah. The bond certificate, right?
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belong to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
So this kid is yeah. I just wanna let me try talking to this guy. I'm not saying another word. I just wanna talk to the lady once again, to the widow, because she's lying. She's a lying bitch. And there's one more thing I wanna do that has something to do with the tobacco case. She said her husband doesn't smoke, yet he has a tobacco case filled with tobacco. Like, I don't know what's that all about. Just try talking to her again. And then I'm gonna try to figure out the tobacco thing. Why were you lying about the gardener?
Who could do such a thing?
Oh god.
My poor husband.
Can't talk to her. The letter seized from Hurtley. It is covered almost completely in ink stains. Maybe Watson can help me with that. I wanna go back to Baker Street. I'm pretty sure I'm getting close to the end of this case. Because, like, I have a really good theory what happened there. I'm gonna try talking to him.
A new suspect.
Oh,
But this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
Yeah, as I thought. There it is. I'm supposed to...
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Colorless reagent. Okay, so that seems simple enough. Let's do this. So then I can use... doesn't matter what I'm gonna use now, actually. This. And then I'm gonna use a colorless reagent. This. Now I'm gonna use the orange one. I'm gonna use the colorless one. Oh, I messed up, I guess. Is there a way to restart this? I know what I'm supposed to do. Because I messed this up. Yeah. Oh, R, reset. Let's reset it. So, yeah, I'm supposed to do like so. Start with the blue one, and start with the orange one. Then a colorless one. Then an orange one. Colorless one. Now the last two, I think it doesn't matter how they go. So I'm just gonna go this one, and then the green one.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
What did I mess up? I don't think I messed up anything. No. So let's start with the green one then. We'll go green, blue. Orange. Transparent.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Oh god, maybe I'm doing this all wrong. So the blue one has to be... Just examine.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So let's say the blue one was first. So I go blue. Then I go like green or whatever. Then I go... Just, like if I put blue... let me just try it like this. This.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Awesome.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery. I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
Awesome. So I open up a new dialogue option. Let's see. What's Hurtley gonna say to this? Oh, sorry.
Please.
What did you hide?
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I found your letter.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one, but it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Tool shop.
Locked.
You have the key, lady. Give me the key. I need a key.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Oh, so that's the box.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh, so it's a puzzle, another puzzle. I'm supposed to... What's this? Rotate all. So I wanna rotate... Nope, this isn't. So I'm supposed to connect this side, the left side, to the right side, I guess. And to do that, this is the... Could this be the starting area? Oh, there you go. Oh, I see. I see. That's what I wanted. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. There you go. A bunch of letters.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Liam, my dear, blah blah, I love you, blah blah. I'm a cheating bitch. Okay, let's go confront the old lady. I knew it. I simply knew it. What's the connection between you and Liam Hurley?
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Romantic correspondence.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Okay. Now, William Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. William Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter Carey. That's true. Okay. I'm gonna go back to Woodman's Lee. No. I'm gonna go back to Baker Street, and then I'm gonna call it for today. At least for now. I have to get some lunch, and then I'm gonna probably continue playing afterwards. So yeah, it's a little 30-minute break or something after I get back to Baker Street.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
This kid.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Patrick Keynes, Robert Talbot, Harpooner. He died. Okay, so
This is interesting.
this is a guy.
Let us review the other sailors now.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Let us review
Oh,
the
there he
other
is.
sailors
Cairns,
now.
harpooner.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Ah, so Peter Carey wasn't a smoker after all.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna continue on later, in about 30 minutes or something.